What's up, y'all? It's your girl Voodoo, and I'm back with a quick little jose. And this time we josing Zeus Network and Baddies West, all the baddies, to be completely honest. At this point, I'm ready to throw away the whole show, the network, and this horrible depiction of black women, because this is not a good look. Are y'all ready to jose this right quick? Let's jose.
Come on, Blazer.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are.
Hey guys, I'm here talking about Baddies West, y'all. I don't know if y'all follow this show or if y'all don't. If you don't, it's fine. I kind of watch it, every time I think about it, to be honest. I don't really catch it up to date. But I happened to see a post on social media and it made me go check out this season finale. And this was horrible. This is the worst depiction of black women that there can be. Listen, I know we have some black women out here that are just not good women. This is what I know. There are people like that of all races, of all demographics. But what I seen on this last episode of Baddies West really, really messed with me because people could have literally lost their lives. I don't know if y'all been up to date on it, but it's Baddies West. You got Natalie Nunn. She's basically the girl who's coming from Bad Girls Club, and she's doing these shows called Baddies, and this Baddies South, I believe they had, and Baddies something else. I can't remember. I don't really follow it that often. But this most recent one was Baddies West. So now in Baddies West, these girls are supposed to come together. They're supposed to be some bad girls, meaning they fight. That's really literally what it is. But they're supposed to come together. They're supposed to make this money, go on these tours and tour these clubs. But in the middle, they're supposed to be fighting literally every 5 seconds because the show really has no storyline. It's just a bunch of girls getting into it and making money. That's literally all it is. So in this last season, we got to know a bunch of the baddies. And I'm calling them baddies because that's what they call themselves. And it was Low London. It was Krishan Rock. Obviously, Natalie Nunn. Tommie Lee. Roly Poly, Scotland, Miss Cat, Stunner Girl. I don't know who all I'm missing. Razor. It's a bunch of these girls, and these girls are put together to make this money. They're supposed to be showcasing their music, but for some odd reason, these girls ain't doing that. They just fighting. Krishan comes in and out whenever she feels like it, but she ain't coming nowhere unless Blue there. And Tommie is supposed to be the matriarch. She should be the matriarch of what's going on these shows. But Tommie, although she's 40 plus, she's over there acting like she's 18 years old. Let me tell y'all something. Tommie Lee is the girl that we all got to know on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She's the girl who was dating Scrap, not Lil Scrappy, but Scrap DeLeon, I guess is his name. And she's the girl who came onto the scene and was actually the bully for the bulliest of the bullies, which would be, what's that girl's name? Jocelyn Hernandez. I was here for it because Jocelyn had been bullying all these girls. Everybody was scared of her. And Tommie came on and basically Sunder, basically. And I was here for it. I didn't realize until midway in how old Tommie was at the time. At the time, she was in her 30s. She had teenage daughters, younger daughters as well. So I'm thinking like, okay, girl, you like grown. Like, but whatever, I digress. Tommie gets on this show, Baddies West, which is full of girls in their early to mid 20s. I think Miss Cat is a little older. I'm not sure. But for the most part, these girls are little girls. They are little girls compared to somebody that are 40 plus old with grown daughters. And Tommie Lee got up here and literally made this show just as worse as the young girls. In my opinion, this Stunner girl was just the worst. She was the worst. She was the most annoying. She was like that little chihuahua that you just want to kick across the street. And I don't condone violence against dogs, God knows. But I'm just saying, she was like that little chihuahua that just rah, 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 rah all the time. And I'm not going to lie. Sometimes as I watched, I'm like, somebody need to golf her in her mouth. Shout out to Biggie. But nevertheless, Tommie, my problem with you was you literally aided and abetted all of the BS. You did not show any maturity. You did not show anything that was good for the show. You didn't come with any type of commonality, any type of peace, any type of, look, we all grown, let's get to this bag. None of that. You came in with just as much BS as them girls. And we wonder why you having the issues with your daughters that you have had in the past. Now listen. I'm not here to judge nobody in their parenting, but what I can go off is what I see. And what I see is, Tommie Lee, you are too old to be acting like a child with these little girls. You are too old. Stunner Girl is a little girl, period. I don't have no favorites. I don't care about none of these girls, and I gotta call a spade a spade. At the end of the day, Stunner Girl is a little girl. She came on this platform. I guess she's part of a gang. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. I think that's what I heard. She's a part of some gang. She's from allegedly Oakland. I hear Sacramento. I don't know. But either way, she's one of those little feisty little girls who ready to pop up and pop off. And during auditions, during the season, or before the season, I'm sorry, her and Tommie had words, and she came in with a vendetta to fight Tommie. And literally have been fighting her the whole time. Between her and Biggie, it's been an ongoing thing. Now listen. Stunner Girl is one of those girls that need to fall on her face to realize that the concrete is hard. She does not get it. She does not get it, and she will not get it. She will continue to forever be who she is until she decides to change. I'm not saying she can't, but at the young, tender age of her 20s, I don't see it happening no time soon. So Tommie goes out after not dealing with the girls, and she goes out there to this last show that they're doing in Oakland, which is supposedly Stunner City. And this ensues a huge brawl. I'm talking about a brawl that basically puts people's lives in danger. Watch this clip and I'll come right back for more commentary.
Went to go stand there and order a hit on me and leave this motherfucker untouched. Bitch, you thought motherfucking wrong. Punching that bitch all in her motherfucking shit, all in her face, had her on the motherfucking couch.
So whoever the motherfucker was, they got work too. Cause I had some motherfuckers with me too. But did I start it? No. No, we did not start it.
Now, y'all listen to that. Did that sound like a person, a grown woman, especially in her 30s and 40s? Does that sound like a woman who actually have things to live for and stuff to lose? Or does that sound like a woman who could be just as young as Stunner Girl in her 20s? I have so much problem with you, Tommie Lee. Tommie Lee, you are a nuisance. You are a nuisance to the black woman. I really hate that you have been put on a pedestal and on a doggone platform to even be able to express yourself the way that you have, because you literally are what these young hood boogers look up to. And it's sad. It's really, really sad. I can remember when the worm food dude, Kevin Samuels, he would always have Tommie Lee on as if she was the epitome of what a woman should be. And I'm thinking she's horrible as far as what we know. Allegedly, she's horrible with her kids. She's having issues with them. She doesn't have a husband. She's still single, late 30s, early 40s, maybe. I don't know how old Tommie is. And this is what you promote as far as worm food. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I always found that it was all a popularity test. And that's what really makes me afraid when it comes to this whole thing with YouTube and social media and all that stuff. Because nobody cares about the facts. Everybody cares about who they like the most. And Tommie Lee can be in her big ages of 40 plus, and be on a show with these young girls acting a fool, fighting and carrying on. This thing actually turned into something bigger than that. It actually turned into somebody having guns pulled and all type of things. We're going to get into a little bit more of that, but I just had to get Tommie together, because I, for the life of me, don't understand why Tommie thinks that what she's doing is okay, because it's not. And I could care less what the fight was about. I don't care if Stunner Girl started it. I don't care if you started it. I don't care. But just to see you on TV acting a fool like this, fighting these young girls in a big all out brawl, I'm sorry, that was just very disheartening to me. And this is the depiction that we feed into as people, as black people, me included, because I watched it. But we feed into this depiction, and this is what's put out to the people that are not like us and don't look like us. And then we wonder why they have the stereotypes. And don't get me wrong, stereotypes go all the way around, because I have my own stereotypes about some people that I see. However, I'm talking about black women. This post and this whole thing is about black women and their role in the things that's going on. I mean, look at this doggone video. These girls are literally like hammering each other. It's unrealistic. But let's get into some more of this doggone clip, and I'll come right back with some more commentary.
So I'm getting up with this hoe on the couch. The security get on me. They holding my hands. I will not let this bitch go for dear life. Like, I was so motherfucking mad they was holding my hands.
So the bitch keep pulling my hair. All I see is this hoe just keep pulling my hair. So I take her hand. This hoe probably got some work in on me.
Do y'all hear Tommie telling this story like it's a movie or like it's something that she saw in a theater or something? Like, she's excited and proud to be at her big age out there fighting with these little girls. This is sickening. The mentality. I think that's what we need to focus on, the mentality of these women. This is indeed sickening. And these are mothers. These are actual mothers. It's scary, y'all. This is really, really scary. And I hate that I even entertained it, but I'm glad I did catch this last episode because I needed to focus on this and talk about this. Because as Black women, we got to do better with our image. And we got to weed out the ones like this, like Miss Tommie, who basically breed the girls like the stunner girl, like the roly-polies, like the younger girls who literally have nothing but this to look up to. Tommie, you have failed your children. I'm sorry, you have failed you have failed us. And I'm going to put this weight on your shoulder because you should be old enough to know better. And I think that you do, but I don't think you care, because in this day and age, people care more about clout and a doggone bag than they care about anything that they could think of. That's more important than saving lives, helping people, being a good example to your children. That's more important than anything. And that's what's scary about this. That is what really irks me and what really scares me about this type of stuff, is because we live in a day and age now where clout is the most important thing. It's the strongest drug known to man, clout. I know back in the day, Jay-Z said fame was the worst drug, but at this point, it's clout. Nothing but clout. But let's get into some more of this doggone fight, and we're going to get to the part where they start to popping people and all of that, and I really didn't like that. Let's talk about it.
Stunner is fighting Tommie, is fighting the fucking security. The shit goes crazy. Everybody's tear gassed. Nobody can see. Fucking half the bad girls club go to one way, go to the right. I literally just hold my breath because I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Crazy. You get what I'm saying? Imagine if somebody lost their life out there.
Yes, Tommie. Yes, that's the most sensible thing you said this whole episode. Imagine if somebody had lost their life out there because you want to be out there fighting with kids. Like, imagine, really think about that. How would that sit in your spirit? How would you sleep at night? How would you be able to go home and love on your kids? How would you be able to go home and do whatever it is you do when you get home, knowing that some stupid, silly argument that you had with a young girl named Stunner Girl caused somebody to lose their life? That's the part that I'm talking about. This is insanity at its best. And unfortunately, there's a huge demographic of young Black girls living in this environment who think that this is okay. And this is what's heartbreaking to me. Because you get these young girls who turn into big girls, such as Miss, what's her name? Shit, I done lost her name. Such as Tommie Lee, I'm sorry, who grows older and still uses the same mentality she had when she was 18, 19, 20, and 21. Y'all are out there fighting and they done got the popping, and somebody could have seriously been injured or hurt or even worse. You know what I mean? And the fact that Zeus is just continuing to film and all of this, that's what got me the most. And that's what makes me so scared for this type of portrayal to be out there, because Stunner's going to say it later on. She's doing this for the young girls who look like her. Well, and who act like her, who think that they her, basically. And that breeds more and more of this ignorance. Listen, I come from New Orleans, Louisiana. I come from a place where this is prime time, Monday through Friday through Saturday and Sunday. I am no stranger to it. I'm not saying I never was a part of it, but at some point we got to grow older. And Tommie Lee has not done that. Tommie Lee has only aided and abetted the BS and has only provided a platform, or I'm sorry, going to different platforms to actually promote it. And that's what's scary. Natalie ain't crap. Zeus Network ain't crap. The owners, the producers, all of them, none of them is crap. I know everybody's here for a good show. Everybody's here for the drama. Everybody here for the mess and the tea, as am I. But when it comes to a point where people can lose their lives, that's when it becomes a problem. And Tommie, I just want you to know that at some point, maybe when you're 50 or 60, you're going to have to grow up. But right now, it's obvious you haven't. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know if y'all think Tommie too old to be on this Bad Girls West Baddies or whatever the hell it is. If she too old for this, do she have other things she could be worried about and doing, or am I tripping? Drop down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on TikTok, and I will see y'all later. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.